All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Happy November. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and we are back to our certificate workshops. Today we're doing Profitagility, and Profitagility is an amazing vendor that we have. I'm going to show you everything about it. Okay, so just follow along with me. If you guys are brand new, this certificate workshop that we're doing today is totally different than what we usually do. All right, so just again, welcome. Most of the time we get into a program and do a training and then do a test. Okay, that's what like all these are: Paris, Loretto, Celebrity Cruise Line, and such stuff. So and then I record them. So if you want to get in and check them out, or you know, again, Apple Leisure Vacation, we've been doing that amazing training. One of these here with Apple Leisure right here, booking Disneyland and Disney World using Vax. You don't have to use Disney travel agent site. You can use Vax, Apple Leisure, and you get paid, you know, commission, and you can add the flights, and you get paid, you know, for the tickets also. I think it's only 2 tickets versus 3 tickets. Usually if you just do tickets only, you have to sell at least three tickets to make commission. London, Apple Leisure, and everything else. So anyway, just wanted to kind of show you what we do, okay, usually. But today what we're doing is we're learning about Profitagility. All right, has anybody used Profitagility here? Just go ahead and put like a hands up or a plus, you know, thumbs up or something. It's amazing. Okay, I've used it many times. Went to Disney World right before Christmas, I think about 2-3 years ago. No, it's probably longer than that. Got a 3-bedroom condo, 15 minutes from the park, 3-bedroom, sleeps 8 for I think $300 for the entire week. Okay. 2 years ago, we went to Costa Rica. Okay, right here. It was $139 total for a 3-bedroom, sleeps 8, regularly $2,300. So you know, it's amazing. You can use them for yourself, or you can use them for your clients. A lot of times they are like resorts or condos and stuff. And no, they do not need to do a timeshare tour or anything like that. So just want to share that with you. So I just kind of want to show you what I got. This one was the one for $129 for the entire week. Okay, the entire week. Oh, $138. Sorry, $138. Sleeps 8. Again, it's not the best. Okay, but for $138 for the week, I'm like, Rick, can we go? We ran down to Spirit, got our penny fare, and we're able to go like within 2 weeks, you know, of booking it. We booked it. We got our airfare for $150, you know, and we went to Costa Rica. And then what happened? This is the living room. Do this. There we go. Full kitchen, appliances. This is a little loft upstairs. This was Charles, and then Gail and Bill ended up. They're like, you guys are in Costa Rica in a 3-bedroom and just the 2 of you? Well, we're coming. So they came up the next day. This was Charles' room. This was Gail and Bill's room. This the guest bathroom, the master bedroom, a little patio outside, and then the hammock and a pool. So again, it was only $138. No, it wasn't in, you know, a great part of town or whatever. But, you know, I mean, it was secure and everything. And again, what do you do when you're on vacation? You're usually going out and seeing the sights, right? But it was very comfortable and stuff. For $138, you can't beat it. Okay. Just like I said, we went to Disney World, got the same thing, a 3-bedroom condo. That was $315 for the entire week. So that's Profitagility. Jessica, penny fares. Just so you guys know, I posted it. We get it a lot. Like we just went to California, $56 for 2 of us to go to LA. $56 total. So what it is you can go down to Spirit counter, and a lot of people don't like Spirit, but Rick and I travel with them all the time. We take a backpack. We'd rather spend our money on, you know, sites and stuff versus baggage, right? So yeah, So you go up to the counter. Now, a lot of times you either get somebody new and say, I don't know, what's a penny fare or whatever. But no matter what, if you go up to the counter, just ask them, say, what's your lowest rate? Because like when I just went to get, we're going to New York, my daughter and I on the free cruise in December, we got a round trip from Las Vegas to New York for $156. I went up when I looked before I went, and the price was $243. So I'm like, well, what's I said, do you have a penny fare? And I picked the dates. Do you have a penny fare for this? And they said, no, I don't have a penny fare, but I do have it for, you know, it was $2 for the rate. Okay. And then the taxes. So again, it's not only for travel agents, it's for anybody. Anybody can get them. So again, I still saved $84. No, it wasn't a penny fare. It was $2 for the rate, but still to save $80 to go down to the counter. Again, one of our agents is a flight attendant for Spirit and told me about it. So again, I use it all the time. Here's one we went to. This was LA. Let's see this one. $3.72 was the fare, and then the taxes was $59. This was to John Wayne Airport. So $63 total for this one. So just kind of wanted to share some ideas here. This is, I think Rick and I, when we went to Miami, $16 was the fare, and the taxes $141, $157 for two of us round trip. Okay. So yes, you can check luggage, but again, you're going to pay fees for that. So that's why if you're going to check luggage and stuff, you probably want to go ahead and use like Southwest or something. Okay. Can you go through what a mock booking would look like using? Probably not today, Erica, but that's something that we can do like on a pop-up training and stuff, because here we're just going to learn about Profitagility right now. Okay. All right. So just kind of wanted to share those things with you. So Profitagility is a program that we have. They're kind of like timeshares, but they're not. They're resorts and stuff, and hotels have a lot of availability. A lot of times I go in and within 60 days, that's where you get the best deals. But it says, what is it? It is an easy to use wholesale direct agent lodging reservation system. It includes exclusive inventory, unique features that clearly separate Profitagility from other platforms. So we have a new access code to register. So again, they just did an update, guys. So if you haven't registered with them, please do so. And it's very easy. Okay. So we're going to go in. It says, go to the travel cafe in your website, suppliers, and Profitagility. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and do that. So you can click here. You can click here to suppliers. Right here, if you click here, it'll show you. Now, this is on the front page of Travel Cafe when you go there. And then it says right here. And again, with every vendor that we have, you don't have to register right now, but I recommend you do. Again, I'll put the link in there. So this is the access code that you're going to enter when you sign in. Okay. And again, whenever, if you're new, oops, did I just lose people? Don't tell me it went out on me again. Are you guys there? Something happened with my, okay.
Yeah. I hear you, Marnie.
Thank you. I clicked on a thing. Oh, capture button. There we go. Sorry. There we go. I keep clicking on it. Hold on. What's going on? I'm trying to paste this in here. There we go. Paste. There we go. There we go. So that's the new code. Okay. So supplier, you'll click here to enter. Okay. And again, register now. Okay. So you're going to click here or click here. So you go register now. Very easy. Okay. And then this is to log in. So you're going to click member login. Looks like I'm already logged in. And then you'll search. So again, that's how you're going to register. Okay. So let me give you this link. I think this will give it to you, but we're going to go ahead and watch a training on it. And then that way you guys will know how to use it and stuff. Okay. So They usually do live trainings, and again, it was set up for today, but what happened was it got rescheduled or something. So we're going to go ahead and watch the recording of it. Okay. So just wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. I also want to make sure everybody can hear it and see the screen. Okay. And then afterwards, I just logged in first time, last name is spelled wrong. Who do I contact? Again, probably like here, you could probably go here, hit contact us and have them update it. Okay. All right. So just tried to register, shows that I'm already registered. Could be, you know, because it could have rolled over if you registered with them before. Okay. All right. Yes. Again, I'm going to be recording this, and then I can share this link with you guys too. Okay. All right. Again, as I showed you earlier with my, let me go ahead and click out of here. My YouTube here is where I'm going to post it when we're done here. Okay. Just like I do all my trainings. So that way you can access anything, you can search. You want to learn, you have somebody going to Amelia Island, check it out. I've never even heard of that. Okay. So yeah, you guys can get in here, La Paz, Mexico, and do the training. Just so you guys know, this month we're doing, we're finishing up Celebrity. We're doing Ireland Saturday. We're doing Monaco next Thursday. MSC Cruise Line the rest of the Fridays. We're going to be doing Scotland, Wales, Europe, Rail, Europe, and Greece. So hopefully you guys can join us for those. Those are the ones coming up this month. Okay. And I'll be posting it. All right. So let's go ahead and watch the recording. Make sure everybody can hear and see it. So can you guys see the screen okay? Let me go ahead. And then I'm going to hit play. Let me know that you guys can hear it.
We also have with us Jackie Summers. She is our business development manager for Profitagility. My name is Taryn Mesner. I am the director of profile management. If you guys would like a copy of this training, we would be more than happy to send it to you. I'm actually going to give you Jackie's email, and please shoot her an email letting her know you'd like a copy of the training. And then as soon as we get that off the cloud, we'll be more than happy to provide that for you. I will go ahead and put up her information right now, jackie.summers@myprofitagility.com. All right, well, great. Let's give us about 30 more seconds and we will get started.
And if you guys want to think of, can you put full mode? Yeah, let me see. I don't know if it'll.
Again, if you are waiting to get started with this, I would shoot her an email right now just saying, hey, Jackie, if you could send me a copy of the training, that way you've already remembered to do it. Putting it on, I appreciate you guys so much putting it on the chat, but we lose the chat after we're done. So go ahead, find that, scroll up on the chat, and then make sure that you send her a quick email just saying, hey, I attended the training today. Can you send me a copy? And she'll be happy to do that for you. Okay, well, great. Well, let's get started right now. Again, my name is Taryn Mesner, and I am one of the directors over here with Profitagility, helping provide that inventory for you. We're really happy to have you join today. We are going to show you our website, which we're really excited about. We actually just upgraded our website less than a week ago. So this is kind of exciting for Jackie and I because we haven't had the chance to show everybody. This is our first training with the new website, so bear with us. Now, the first time you go over to My Profitagility, there is a landing page. The one thing I love about this landing page is it gives you lots of information about our company. Profitagility is very unique because most of your travel vendors that you work with, you know, cruise lines, tour operators, different hotel ones, they offer you two ways to book. Well, some of those companies are going to just have set commission. You might get 15%, you might get 17%, but you always get a set amount. Or you could have net providers that you actually add your commission to, or you charge them the net rate and then you add it. Profitagility is very unique because we give you the ability to add the commission yourself, which is an exciting thing to do. We focus on our resort weeks. A lot of people who are not familiar with resort weeks, they're like, you know, well, I'm only looking for 3, 4, 5 days. And they don't even take into consideration some of our prices are unbelievable for 7 nights, whether or not you use them for the full 7 nights or not. So before we get started, we log into the website. I want to show you a short video that explains it to you. You can go back to My Profitagility under the PA difference, Profitagility difference, and learn more about the resort week. So let's watch that first, and then we'll get signed in and show you how to maneuver on the website. So let's get started. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am not hearing the sound. So let's see. Let me check this audio.
Glad I'm not the only one that has technical difficulties.
See if we're turned up. Apologize for that. All right, let's see what we got. No, we're full up. Well, doggone it. I wanted to show you guys this, but it looks like we're having some sound issues. So let me try one more thing. And if not, it's going to be very easy for you guys to find it. It's right under the PA difference, so you'll be able to go on there. But let me just check my computer real quick, make sure if something's not muted. Nope. Might be something on the website. So I am going to defer you guys, give you some homework to do. When you get a chance, it's a short 5-minute video here. Please log on, and you guys will be able to learn about what is the 7 nights, how can you monetize with it. It's very beneficial because sometimes the rates are so inexpensive. Even if your client only used them for 3 or 4 nights, you guys would be able to benefit from that. So let's log in. I'm going to show you some of those prices right now. Now, most of you have all logged into the website or been given an email that tells you how to log in. It's an access code that you're provided by your host agency. Then we send you an email letting you know it's the email that you signed up with the password that you gave. So once you go in, all you're doing is clicking on login. Once you do the login, this is our brand new website that we have. It is great. We have 3 different areas to show you guys. But before we get started on that, I do want to scroll down on the home page and show you, we do have some FAQs down here. When you get a chance, go through those. It has, you know, guarantees, things that you're like, how do I feel comfortable booking with this company? We're going to answer all those questions. The one thing I do want to point out on here is we do have some advertising restrictions. And what do I mean by that? Because we're obtaining these resort weeks from many, many different locations, from Marriott's, from Westin's, you could see them from Wyndham's. A lot of people have paid thousands and thousands of dollars to become owners there, to become members there, so that every week they can go. It's timeshares too. I do want to use that word. Although you are never obligated, and you'll learn about this on that video, you're never obligated to attend a timeshare presentation, which is so great. But we do have a lot of owners who purchase. They have the occupancy rights every year. And what's so great about it is Profitagility has been given those rights so that we can be able to put people into the units at highly discounted rates. But because of that, there is some restrictions. Just like when you're on Facebook or you see someone advertising their business and they're not putting their prices out. They're like, private message me for more details. Same thing with Profitagility. What you want to do is advertise areas. Let people know, I have great rates in Maui. I have great rates in Mexico. Contact me today for more information. What you simply have to do is then, when you give them a quote, you can private message them, you can email them, you can talk on the phone, then give them the names of the properties. Tell them what the great rates that are out there, how they can save by it. You just don't want to do that with the general public. So on your Instagrams, your TikToks, your Facebooks, you're going to advertise the areas with prices that's starting as low as, I don't know, you have to see what's available, $8.99 for a 3-bedroom for a whole week in Branson, Missouri. Contact me today. You pick the areas that you like. Put some pictures on there of beautiful things. If you were doing Maui, I'd put pictures of the beaches, put pictures of the swimming pool, perhaps the bedroom, anything like that, and you'd be able to provide that information. So let's go see what we have on here that's available. Now, for Profitagility, you have a couple options. You do have hotels. Hotels work the same as our resort weeks, and I'll show you real quick how that is. This was added after the Profitagility was built, just because we had a couple host agencies that were asking us to put on hotels, or like, hey, you know, our clients are going to buy a resort week for 7 nights, but they're looking for an extra 1 or 2 night hotels. So you can utilize this to see what's available. It works really simple. Put in the location you're looking to go to. For example, Las Vegas. Pick the right one. You don't want to go to New Mexico. You want to head towards Las Vegas on the Strip. The dates that you're looking to go. So if I was looking to go, for example, check in on the 14th, it defaults for 7 nights. So I'm going to put 2 nights in here. Very important how many people are traveling. You can book by the rooms, 1 room, 2 people, any children. I always like to emphasize this because I've had people not put their children on. Oh, children don't cost anything. But what's important to know, how many people you put in the room is how many beds they're going to have available. So when you see a room saying standard or to be assigned, they're going to assign it based on how many people you want. So if you had 2 people and you're really wanting them to have 2 separate beds, it's very important when you're doing that search that you make sure that they clearly say 2 queen beds or whatever it is, so there isn't a problem with that. Now, let's go see what's available in. They must be having a conference or something going on, because that's when they raise these rates up so high. I don't know about you guys, but most of my clients are not looking to do prices that are there. Most of mine are going to be looking at the discounted ones. So I'm just going to click on pricing and look at what the least expensive is. Here's a great one right on the Strip, the Flamingo. It tells you right now we're talking $37.62 a night. That is your taxes and fees. When I say fees, that's their lodging portion of it. We all know that a lot of hotels out there do charge resort fees, so that would be separate. So when I say this is the price that you're paying to get into that room. You can click on select rooms. When you go over to that area, you'll get some information about the resort and you'll see what's available. Here's what I was talking about. If you were booking on this and it was a couple traveling wanting a king bed, they're not getting a king bed. They're getting 2 queens with a city view at $37.62 a night. If you like that, that's a pretty good commission. For $75 for them to pay, that commission is only $22.50. So if you click book now, this is where the fun begins. We can actually adjust your commission. So right now with it, adding that little extra, that's your net rate. So for example, you're wanting to travel, that would be the least expensive one on there. Looking down with no commission at all, a minute ago I mentioned the 75. Notice how when it's 0, you're at $52. Well, if that's your client traveling, let's go back and add a little bit more. I'm going to go back to what I originally had. Let me get up to about $22. Now I'm up to $74 and I made a commission of 22. But why did we get into travel? Because all of us love to travel. So in this circumstances, I would want to, if it's myself, why do I want to wait for my commission check to come to me? I don't. I want to take advantage of that least expensive price they possibly have. So I simply remove my commission all the way back down to 0. And now you yourself is only paying $52.74. It works as simple as that. I do recommend, though, go do your homework. Make sure this is the right hotel for you or your client. I personally love to use TripAdvisor. Fantastic one. It gives you the good, the bad, the ugly. It'll tell you the reviews. You'll be able to sift through those. If they're telling you they're mad because they waited 20 minutes to check in, well, I waited more than 20 minutes to check in at some resorts. That's not going to, defer me from checking into that resort. But if they're telling me that the rooms were, ancient and torn up sheets and all these problems, that might be a reason I might not want to stay at that resort. So do your homework. Also, you want to make sure, look at pricing out there. What's the general public pricing? If you're going to give a price to your client and you notice that the general public price is going to be $74, well, then you can beat the general public price by adjusting your commission. Whether you can still make that money without having to change anything on it. So now I'm $69. I just beat what the general public price of $74 was, and I can confidently say to my client, hey, I got a great room at the Flamingo at Las Vegas Hotel and Casino. Price for 2 nights, you're only looking at $69.74 to check in. And that's, prepaid for those 2 nights, and you still make $17 off of it. Remember, though, when you're checking out, at the end, the one thing it is going to show you on here, and let me just show you right now, is if there is any resort fees on here, we do want to remind you guys that our prices are what you prepay to get in. Resort fees, parking fees, anything like that are going to be based on what the resort is doing. So when you're checking out, if I could spell my last name, after you have read those reservations on here, and reminding you of everything, these cancellation policies, which right here tells you if you don't check into that hotel on the first day reservation, don't alert us, they have the right to not refund anything in this circumstances. So when you click to go on to proceed to booking, and it wants me to put our ages, well, I'm going to be younger than I am. I'll just say I'm 50 today. My husband would be thrilled that we just got younger in our thing. I checked that I have read the all the T's and C's. I proceed to my booking. It's as simple as this. You fill out your billing information, your payment. You also are reminded by clicking here that you acknowledge if there's any additional fees due at the time of check-in paid to the resort directly. Examples: resort fees, parking fees, transient accommodation taxes. That's what they have in most of the Hawaiian Islands. Those are not included. So on a disclaimer, when you give your prices to your clients, you want to make sure you say to them, this is the price. Anything paid directly to the hotel, for example, a resort fee would be your responsibilities when they check in. If they ask you, well, how much would that be? Then simply do your homework. Just go over to the website, see if they do charge something. A lot of times, depending on the resort and what we have, we might have this information on the website, but we're at the mercy of our hotel vendors of what they provide to us. So you always want to give yourself a little bit of a disclaimer, and then you make sure you're covered with that. So it works pretty simple. Easy to do on that one. I'm going to take you guys back, play with it, see what the prices are. It's really, really fun. The ability for you to go down to zero commission or get the commission. Now, one of the questions people ask us a lot are, when do I get my commission? Our commissions are paid the following month of travel. So if I was checking in on this reservation on November 12th for my client, I would be seeing that commission check sent by your host agency at the middle of December. We cut all of our checks, send them to the agencies by the 15th of the month following travel. So for example, right now with us being in October, all the checks for people who had traveled in September were mailed out to the host agencies on the 15th, and then they sent them to you. Now, we have a couple other areas. I mentioned about there's some really, really great prices. If you have those clients out there that are looking for last minute deals, they're retired, they could go anywhere, what can they do? All you do is click on last minute deals, and we will show you everything that's available with the prices. Right now, we have a week in Avon, Colorado that is checking in this weekend for a whole 7 nights for $139. Right there, if they only stayed 1 or 2 nights, it's worth the money. Same thing in Freeport. We got the Dominican Republic coming on. We got Daytona Beach, Puerto Plata. We got Cabo in here. We got Ormond Beach. We got Nevada. This is really fun because you can see what those prices are. If you want to narrow it down by pricing, you have that ability to narrow it down. Hey, my client doesn't want to pay more than $1,000. Then we're only going to show you which ones are less than that. If you see something you like, simply click on, and you'll notice right here it has 1 resort week. There's 9 resort weeks. Let's go down to Freeport has 2. I got 3 in this one. Let's use this one just to show you how it works. There's 3 resort weeks available. If you click view availability, it will give you some information about that resort. It'll tell you some information, high altitude up in here. It will tell you how many people it sleeps and your check-in dates. So somebody wanting to go to State Line, Nevada, for those of you who are not real familiar with the area, that is Lake Tahoe area. They can go from November 4th through November 11th for an entire week for $374. Well, just between you and I, ski season starts after around the 20th of November. So if they were looking for ski season, here you got a whole week up in that area that they can go for $967. And here's the fun part. You got clients wanting to go skiing. They're talking about, I even have people right before Christmas. This is definitely ski season here. You have the ability to play with the pricing. So over here on commission control, back on 0 again. When I hit it down to 0, notice how it went down to $869 just by clicking on that. All you have to do is simply increase your price. So what does that mean for you? You have a client, you pitched them, you went and did your homework, you found this resort's going for about $1,500 a week. How much do you want to make? I have a neighbor across the street that always gives me his budget. So if I told him I have this resort that could check in on December 9th through the 16th, the price on it is $12.73.
Yeah, just so you guys know, as she said earlier, you can share like pictures, you can share the amenities and stuff. It just can't show the name of the resorts, okay? Until you actually, talk to them or whatever. But when you're doing like a mock booking and stuff, you can share the pictures as long as the name of the resort's not on there, the amenities, stuff to do and stuff like that. And then as I mentioned earlier, as I said, like this one for $874, you see that the regular price is $3,300. Okay, the $874 is our price. So again, you want to book for your family or friends and not make any money, that's their price. But then again, if you're booking for somebody else, there's usually a cap of the commission. So the resort's going for $3,300. You could probably sell it for $2,200. Let's just say that's the cap. So again, hey guys, I got this amazing resort, $2,200, regularly $3,500. You're saving, $1,300. All I need is, and they'll talk to you about it, the deposit of, and then that's usually the base amount to book it, right? Like the one I did was $138, and then they can make payments on the rest, and hopefully she'll explain that.
And you're making $224, and he says to me, Taryn, I love this resort, but we really only budgeted right around about $11.99 or $1,200 for the whole week is all our budget is. You can play with your commission and see how that price decreases. I can click it slowly one by one if I want. Just keep it going. I'm at $1,201 right now. Let's go down to $11.98 and go back to $1,201. I can tell them great news. I'm able to find you accommodations for the price you want to pay. And guess what? You're still making $195. So this website lets you play with it.
Again,
You want to
80% of that
you
because
want to go out there. You want to
that's our
see what the general
commission
prices are. Because what if I was going back to that last minute deals and I had someone telling me they were going to Colorado right now and they were going to be checking in and they were looking to go. Let's just say this checks in tomorrow. They were looking to go and check in, Sunday for 5 nights. This would still be within their parameters and you would have the ability to play with that. So if my price is $124 and he's 5 nights, they're going to pay more than that for 5 nights. Play with your commission. Bring it up and say, I have a great deal for 5 nights. I can get you into a resort for $270. Best news about it is you actually, if you want to go earlier, you can check in as early as Friday. Or if you just want to arrive on Sunday, no worries, you check in.
Correct.
We will be sending you guys a confirmation letter. Once you check, you pay for your resort, you will get your receipt the same day. We have to reach out to these resorts and provide them the name assignment. So let your client know, generally it takes 3 to 5 days. If it's a close check-in, I've got to get it done. Like this one, if someone was going to book it, we would immediately need to get this out today if they did.
One thing I want to share again, because this is through Archer Travel, it is the 80-20 split, the commission, we get the 80% of the gross commission. So in this case, 67, we get 80% of that. Now, again, I don't know if she's going to show us or if I know we have some people that do instant commissions on these. So since they put it over through Archer, that's again something separate and a whole separate training on that. Okay, so just remember right now this is based on just one of our vendors. We get 80% of that. Yes, yeah, and again, these are such great deals. Like I said, $138 for the entire week in Costa Rica. Even if you're only going for 1 or 2 days, it's worth it, right? So yeah, you can pay for the whole week and check in for whatever days they want and stuff. So that's also why I tell people when they're saying, hey, can you get, where can we get the cheapest room? And especially when we travel for ourselves, I always check here. I check Expedia Tap. I check Evo Rewards. And then again, put commission because it's your own travel, right? Not if it's your own stuff, right? Robin, if it's your own travel and stuff, You don't have to send this to Archer Travel for a 21-day. And again, the 21-day thing is because there's so many scammers out there. Okay. All right.
And how far in advance, Marnie, did you say we could book on these?
Well, it's whatever's available. Okay. So
Okay.
as you see where she posted and it said, you know, right now these dates are available. So most of the time, those really good deals are within 60 days. So like she was talking about retired or people that work from home, you know, I was working in Costa Rica in the rainforest, booking a cruise, you know, walking through the rainforest on a tour. So, so it's a great opportunity. Again, there's a lot of people that do mock bookings. I know Christine Whitaker has done a lot of these mock bookings on these Profitagility ones. Okay.
Okay.
And no, usually, like when I went, just so you guys know, when I went, they didn't even have my reservation. And I'm like, you know what? And thank goodness. And again, I was like, well, it's only $138. Then I get scammed or whatever. But they had our room and everything. But no, you don't need to notify, and they won't get canceled. Again, she's probably going to go over it. It may take, you know, you book it today, it may take 48, 60 hours or whatever for them to get the confirmation. So a lot of people get kind of scared or nervous about that too. So, but the main thing again to remember, guys, is read the small print, like they talked about, the resort fees, parking fees, stuff like that. And again, if it's a timeshare, no timeshare is required. So when they call you and yell at you and say, they're making me do a timeshare tour, you tell them, no, you decline it. You do not need to do that. I worked in timeshares. Okay. They're very forceful, but no, they do not need to. So just remember, read the small print, make sure they understand everything before booking it. And then as I talked about before, which hopefully she'll go through it, let's just say, like I said, the condo for $138 in Costa Rica. That's all I needed to book it, right? So what you do is you say, hey, I got this amazing condo for $1,000 or $1,138. Let's just say $1,138. You want it? All I need is, you know, $300 down or $138 down, because that's what's booking it, right? Confirming it. And then they can make payments on the rest, right? So that's what's nice also. Okay. Unless we put the commission at 0. Yes. So again, it's 80% of whatever this commission is. Okay. Let's go on.
Did book it because of check-in being tomorrow. But normally we want them to give us 3 to 5 business days. It's important to allow us enough time to get a hold of the owner, put the name assignment on, and then we're going to send you a final confirmation letter. That final confirmation letter will provide you everything. It'll have the address to the resort, the phone number to the resort, the reservation number. So keep that in mind. It can take up to 5 business days depending on when you're booking. A lot of times we get them within 24 hours, but I always like to remind everybody it does take a little bit of time to do it. If you were checking in 2 days late, it's very, very important to contact that resort and let them know that you're not going to check in until, in this circumstances, the 22nd. You don't want them thinking you're a no-call, no-show. However, if you're checking out early, no worries. You can just check out and go. They're not going to penalize you. But for those of you who are going to be checking in late, you always want to be able to do that. How do you share these properties? They have changed the way this website is. You are going to have to do your homework, guys. So, for example, on this one, as I mentioned, what I would be doing is I would be going over to TripAdvisor, pulling up that website, and let them, if your prices are beating the general public, you want to be able to give them a general public website, because you want to show them when they do all their homework how much those prices are. So this is the Falcon Point. It's located in Avon, which is Beaver Creek area. Here's all the information, number 3 out of 10. You could actually refer them there. And if you want, pull the pictures off here. I do it all the time. I personally would just copy the link and say, hey, go check this out. Or I'd have them go directly to the website of the resort itself. For example, if it was the Hilton SeaWorld located in Orlando, give them that website. Tell them to check it out. They're going to see prices that are much higher, which is going to help you with the sale even more. So when it does come with those, it is something Jackie has been talking to our IT department. People are asking to be able to share and they're looking at it. But right now, this website wasn't built to share profiles. This one was just built to make it simple for you guys to book on there.
And again, I want to stress what she's talking about. You share this with your client once they want to possibly book that resort. Okay, you don't post these sites on your mock booking or your website, you know, or your Facebook. Hey guys, look at this amazing resort, everything they have, because then they can go on here and just book it right there, right? Or whatever. So they don't want you to have share again the name of the place, just the pictures and stuff when you're doing your ads. But once you get your client, then you send them directly the information, say, look, here's the actual resort and look at the price. It's actually $1,500 or $2,500. And look what I'm giving it to you for. Okay. So just kind of wanted to show that.
So that's the way you want to handle those. And then again, pricing, once you see what you like, simply go to precede the booking. When it comes to resort weeks, you can only put one name on the reservation. So please check with your client, make sure that they are, the person that's going to get there first is the first name you have. Once you have agreed, again, right here, you'll notice it reminds you about, I understand any additional fees are going to be paid there. Simply click proceed to booking, and then you'll see that it's in my cart to check out. If I was only going to be booking the Falcon Point, billing address, phone number, very, very simple for you to do. We do allow a cart to make it simple for everybody else to do that. Harold has a question. Are they not obligated to do the 60-minute tour? Harold, no, none of our resorts have any obligations. Will they ask them? Well, I live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, for those of you who are familiar with that area. It's at the very top of Idaho. I fly out of Spokane, Washington, and I actually go to the main office in Orlando every other week. I've been traveling quite a bit the last year, and I always stay in one of our resorts. Last week, I was staying at the WorldMark Kingston Reef. It was really nice. It's one of my favorites. This coming up Sunday, I'm going to be checking into the Hilton Las Palmeras. When I check in, they always come and ask me, oh, if you'd like to go to a 60-minute presentation, we'll give you a $250 MasterCard. Simply say, nope, not interested, and you're fine. A girlfriend of mine who travels a lot using, because we have such great prices, she prefers to attend because she always says no after the 60 minutes, and then she keeps the prize that they give them. But I don't have 60 minutes of time to give to somebody, so it's entirely up to you guys if you want to attend, but there's absolutely no obligation whatsoever. Now, when it becomes on the resort weeks, this is when you're talking to somebody and they're more specific. They are looking only, for example, they only want to go to Orlando. Let's put Orlando in here. They're only looking for Orlando area. We have names of resorts if you want to see if availability is there. I prefer to keep it wide open. I want to see the whole area, check what's available, see the prices that are out there. You noticed as soon as I did that, there were a lot of them that came up on different ones. Westgate's, Holiday Inns. This is a great, especially if you have golfers in the family. 4 weeks available, 10 weeks available. This one's down to only one. Leaky Tiki has one. I got 3 weeks here. Many, many ones to choose from. You can see what that availability is like. And you can see on there, for example, if it was the Holiday Inn one, you can see what's available there, see the pictures that we're offering, get some information on it, and then see the dates that are available. We got things coming up through next year on those. Now, I did notice, and again, Jackie and I are just getting kind of used to this area because this website again was just launched a week ago, so it's been really, really fun for us to be able to see it. But you can pull different ones on there. One thing that's different, and I want to point this out to you guys, is if you're looking for an all-inclusive, our all-inclusive prices are a little bit different. Dominican, I got to learn how to spell here. Let's see, maybe I'll put Puerto Plata. Puerto Plata. Let's see what I got here if I'm looking for that.
It will show you on the description.
There we go. Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. When you click on it, this is the one thing I do want to point out. When you book a hotel, you book a hotel with it being the total price all-inclusive. So it'll be $2,000, it'll be different prices, things like that. So if you are looking for something on there, ours will let you know When you click on the next one, for example, this particular resort, and you say view availability, it tells you this is a mandatory all-inclusive resort. The price that they're paying is the lodging portion for it only. So when they arrive, they are actually going to be paying their all-inclusive to them. So in this circumstances, the all-inclusive is $80 per person. It's for 13 years and older because children 4 to 12 are half that price. So you're going to want to do your math on the all-inclusive. 80 times 7 is.
Again, guys, very, very important in this. I don't have the description. So like right here is what I'm saying as far as do they have a kitchen or not? It should show you like the amenities and stuff when you pull it up. Okay. But I want you guys to understand, again, this is mandatory all-inclusive. So you don't want to sell this for $434 or whatever, and then have them, get there thinking that it's all inclusive and then get hit with, 160 a day per person for the food and stuff. Okay. So again, very important to read the description and everything that's not included. Okay. But yeah, it should show you, like in this case, talks about the meals and stuff. But when you get to like a regular hotel, a lot of times it'll say it has a coffee maker, it has a refrigerator, it has a full kitchen, or it is a suite or something. Again, we'll play with it later once we get done with the training.
$560. If a mom and a 10-year-old were traveling, I would do the math and I would do the 80 times 7, and then I would do the 40 times 7 for 280. So when your client is arriving, they're going to pay $840 in all-inclusive fees.
And again, you're not
the way
getting
you're going to
commission on
present
that.
that is simply this. Click book now. On the next page, if you want to adjust your commission a little bit, you have that ability to do it, but make sure if you're doing that, you're adding that all-inclusive. So if I'm going to be at 0 and I want to pay all the way up on here, $1,000, I want to do my math and make sure if I add 840 to 174, so we're looking, that's about $1,900. I want to make sure I don't overprice myself. So if I was just doing, for example, charging, I don't know, $40 in commission, 442, I would add that to my 840. Grand total now is $1,282. So when you're presenting that to your client, you're going to say, I have a beautiful resort in the Dominican in Puerto Plata. It's $1,282 for an entire week. You only have to pay me $442.76 right now. The remainder of $840 would be due when you arrive to the resort. So it makes it simple, kind of like a payment plan with the all-inclusives. But when you do that, it's going to give you that ability for them to know that. So let me remove this Falcon point. When they're checking out, keep that in mind that the all-inclusive that is mentioned to you, and you saw that on the resort profile, you do want to let your clients know. So go ahead, play with these. Again, I want to put Jackie's email on here. If you're going through it, it is a new website. We always appreciate those comments that you have, but you can go on and ask questions. We're always looking to enhance anything we have. We can increase, make those revisions. Hopefully in the future, it's not easy all the time to fix a new website, but they do that. Joanne, no, they did take away the holds. They felt that if we're going to book them, we're going to have to book them immediately. You're welcome to email Jackie with that feedback, but it is one thing I can tell you must have been on a different presentation before because you remembered those on there. Joanne, that first Orlando one I mentioned was the Holiday Inn. It's Orange Lake. Orange Lake is a really 400 acres, golf courses. They have Orange Lake, they have a West Village, they have an East Village, they have the River Island, different places to stay. Fantastic place to stay. The River Island portion of it has a water park, but they have shuttles all around where you can visit all the different villages within it when you stay there. It's one of my favorite places to stay, especially when I'm traveling with my grandkids and stuff. So that's the way the resort weeks do. Again, this has changed. Those of you who've been on our presentation before, this is probably, wow, this is a lot different. Play with it, explore it, see what you guys have. Again, any feedback, we love to hear it. Our last thing to show you today, because the training's a little bit faster with this new website, is our Mexico weeks. This is our promotional weeks that we have in Mexico. You'll notice it's quite simple the way to book these now. These are all the Vedanta.
Really quick, again, the instant commissions, I don't do them. I highly recommend, make sure to go to somebody. I know Yanni does them. I know Tommy Joe does them. And then there's some pros and cons on that and stuff. So, if you're talking about instant commissions, again, I recommend going to maybe one of them or somebody on here that does them. Right now we're talking about strictly booking as an agent through our vendor at the 80% commission. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, of course. And I have put a note out to see if Yanni has done an updated one. So I can share that training with you for anybody that does want to do instant commissions. I do not do them and I don't want to provide any detail on that. I do know when they moved over, because before they were kind of like Evo rewards where we don't have a commission built in, they were kind of doing half and half. They were still putting the commission in to send over to Archer, but then having an instant commission part 2. So they were kind of doing it as a 2-parter. I don't know if I have an updated one on that, but that's what I'm trying to get out or find for you guys. So hopefully by the end of this, I will have that for you.
Thank you, Marnie.
So when you go over to this area, and it didn't jump over to it, I don't know if I timed myself out. I got it over there. You'll see everything that is available. So if you're looking for a specific area, or a date, excuse me, like for example, you want to go over looking at traveling over Thanksgiving. I could put the 16th. It will go all the way through, let's see, 2 weeks. What is available for these 2 weeks to see all the different areas that we have available in this area. When I hit search, it'll show me all the different areas. Going through it, I got Acapulco, I got Riviera Maya, we got different ones in there. You'll notice we have Mayan Palace. Oh, it finally worked on there. I'm jumping all over the place. Normally it kind of goes to the thing to give you the ability, we'll have to note this down, that it allows you to see which different areas if you need to pinpoint it. I believe it says my site because I jumped on a QC site. I apologize on that. Yep, it says my page isn't responding. There it goes. Just took me a little bit of time. If you know for sure that your client is going to Cancun, if your client wants to go to Acapulco, Mazatlan, Puerto Penasco, for those of you not familiar with that area, it's actually right below Arizona. You have to drive to destination, 45 minutes over the border. Matter of fact, my neighbors who live right across the street took advantage of it with the great rate we had. They went and visited their son down in Fort Huachuca, Arizona. It's an Army base down at the bottom of Arizona. And then after they were done at Thanksgiving, they drove across the border. They called their insurance person. They wanted to know how to drive the vehicle over. And this is a retired couple. They told me how easy it was. It was 45 minutes at the top of Cia Cortez. They stayed at the Mayan Palace, and it was beautiful. They had an indoor-outdoor pool. They sent me pictures. They bragged about being in the 70s in their shorts while we were about 2 feet of snow last year at that time. So great destination to go to if people are wanting to drive, live in Arizona, California, New Mexico, heck, even Idaho. They drove down from Idaho. We also have, of course, Cancun, Riviera Maya, and then we have both areas of Puerto Vallarta and Nueva Vallarta. That's why they keep it in a whole. You'll notice it'll say Puerto Vallarta. If anyone's ever did the Mexican Riviera cruise, you go into the port in Puerto Vallarta. But Nueva Vallarta is only 10 minutes down the road. Beautiful, beautiful beaches. One thing I do want to point out is the unit sizes. When you see UH, that means hotel. If you a hotel room, if you do see 1 bedrooms, or we should have some 2 bedrooms in here, you'll see the occupancy. When they say 2 kids, it is children 11 and under. So make sure if you got a mom and dad, a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old, you're not putting them into this because they're not going to be comfortable. You want to put them into a 1 bedroom that's going to be able to accommodate them. And you can even select. I only want to see, for example, 2 bedrooms because you can see how much they are able to accommodate them. Check it out. You'll notice, and I'll give you their website right now. And please, I encourage you to go on and check it out. If anyone has ever stayed at these resorts, you'll appreciate how much savings you have. This website's wonderful. You can actually go to the resorts. You can see the different ones. Mayan Palace, you can see the ones I was just talking about, Nuevo Vallarta. It's great because it gives you the rooms and the suites. And on the Mayan Palace, it will even give you the pictures, full room details. It will show you, you can kind of see it in the background. And my favorite part, it'll give you the floor plan. So if you were going into a one bedroom, you can kind of see the French doors. They have like a balcony area without going outside. If you were staying in the one bedroom, same thing. It'll show you the layout, how it is. Same thing with the two. Once you start going to higher levels, these are the lower ones.
Thank you,
The
Carolyn.
Grand Mayan is a
Post the
beautiful,
recording
almost a
on my
5-star
YouTube.
resort. You'll notice the diagrams for the rooms. We're talking a little bit more upscale, beautiful floor plans. Now you got a balcony that they can sit on. My favorite are the 1 and 2 bedrooms, because once you go into these, you go into plunge pools. And if you ever gone to some of those areas in Mexico, it's very humid. So you're able to cool down while you're on the balcony. It's really beautiful. You'll notice the ones that they have, the Mayan Palace, the Grand Bliss, they all have the same hotel room, 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms. There's 3 to choose from. If you go into a Grand Lux, these are 5-star resorts. You start noticing every single one has different ones. If there is a 2 bedroom, there is a 2 bedroom suite that is going to be absolutely gorgeous. You can go through it. There's that plunge pool I was talking about. You can see everything. You can see their floor plan. But they have different types. If you were looking at, for example, the 2 bedroom villa, you'll notice the floor plan. It's a little bit different on the way that they're looking for it. Floor plan is listed here in a different balcony versus the Royal, which is one of my favorite because I really love the ambiance, the way this is set up. It's great for entertaining. But the one thing different about this one, if you noticed, it doesn't have a full kitchen. And the kitchen is instrumental. A lot of people traveling resort weeks want to save money because they have kitchens. They're traveling with their kids. Mine do it all the time because I have 2 grown children. They each have 3 children. Family of 5 can get expensive. They travel all the time in resort weeks because in 2 bedrooms that accommodate a minimum of 6 people, and they have a full kitchen. So they hit the grocery store. Even in Mexico, they got Costco, they got Walmart's. Get the groceries, have breakfast in the room, have lunch in the room, and then just enjoy the restaurants at night. These are not all inclusive. These are ones that if you're going to travel, you'll buy your dinners at the restaurants. It is cash friendly, cash free friendly. They put wristbands on that you just use your wristband to charge to your room. But check out this website, vedanta.com, to see everything. You'll be able to see, as I mentioned, here's a Royal, here's a villa, and here is a regular one. I don't see any on those. Let's go over here and just look at the Grand Luxes that we have. See how they have the Royal, the Suite, depending on what you want. I'll let you know, though, the villa itself is over 3,000 square foot. The Suite's like 2,700 square foot, about 27 for the Royal. So you got some different sizes here. The prices you see are all net prices. The most expensive we have is a Grand Lux 2 bedroom. This is a 5-star, the Michelin stars. It's like staying at a Ritz-Carlton. You got concierge on all the towers. It's wonderful. That is the most expensive net that we have. The least expensive one that we have would be in a hotel room. Those are $699. If you found one you liked, when you check out, you're the one that changes the price. All you have to do is simply put how much you want to charge to your client, and there's your commission right there. So you do your homework. I actually had a travel agent put somebody into this exact resort in a hotel room. She charged them $15.99. She made $900 in commission. She did her homework. She went online. She found out what the going price is. That week she did was over $3,000. It was very easy for her to sell it. So if it's just yourself traveling, keep it at $699. Enjoy it, and then you can have it there. This is 1 per household. Keep that in mind. So you would have to have a different name, a different address, a different phone number for every reservation. If you were trying to book 2 consecutive weeks, you would be checking out of one and you would be checking in the next, and it would have to have different names. I've had clients do that. What they did is they stored all their stuff in the Bellman area when they checked out at 10 a.m. They got themselves a little styrofoam cooler, put all their stuff in there, kept it cold. They did an all-day excursion. When they got back to the hotel about 5 o'clock that night, then they checked into their next room. So is it possible to do 2 weeks in a row, well, if you don't mind checking in and out, you can, but these prices are reduced just because they want people to use them one time. So keep that in mind for those. I know I've covered a lot in a very small amount of time. I want to see any quick questions that we have on here before we kind of move on. Let's see on here. Good, I got some, thank you, Grace. New website and you liked it, I appreciate that. You have to submit the customer's credit card, or is there a way for them to do it? No, Diane, this is a travel agent only website. You never want to show your customers because then they see what your markups are. So these are when you're having a conversation with somebody and you go in to do it. Same thing if you've ever booked a cruise off of one of their travel agent websites, and if your company allows net rates where you get to do stuff, you don't want your client knowing those, or you don't want your client to know what your commission is. Let's see, what are the best properties that clients have given great feedback on, especially all-inclusives? Joanne, great question. There's a couple of in Mexico. There's one in Puerto Vallarta or Nuevo Vallarta called Maraval. Beautiful property. A lot of people like to go to it. I've got a lot of positive compliments off one of the presidential ones in Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. They really like that one because they also can go visit the neighboring properties of Tropical and Condesa. So those are good ones to go to it. We also have some properties that they have optional all-inclusives. If you've ever been to Puerto Vallarta, there's the Sheraton Bougainvilleas right by downtown. They offer you to do it optional, so you can just pay for the week, or if you want to add the all-inclusive when you get there, they'll let you do that, which is a nice thing to have, but you're able to walk downtown. I really liked it because we were able to go to the restaurants nearby, not just the ones that were there. So there's some really great ones. We get some really nice Hawaii ones. As though all you know, there was that terrible fire in Lahaina in Maui. They just opened up again for people wanting to stay in Kaanapali. They or go down to Kihei and all that area. I've personally been to Hawaii many, many times over the years for work and with my family. Kaanapali Beach is a beautiful property that a lot of them go to. It's great. But of course, we have the normal ones. If you want to visit Vegas, a lot of people like Grandview. It is not, it's on the strip, but it's further down, but their resort fee is like $35 for the entire week versus most of those that charge you a nightly one. Tahiti Village, same thing. They don't charge you a nightly resort fee if you book through an owner. It's closer to the strip, and it actually has a lazy river and a pool that you walk into that's a sand pool. You don't find those at resorts like that when you're talking the ones that are that type of area. I could go on and on. I've been very blessed in my years. I've been in the industry for over 25 years. Just at this company alone, I've been here 18 years. My first grandchild was born the year. I always remember how long I've worked here because of Brock, and that he was born the year that I started working here. I love the industry. I love to cruise. I love to go to resort weeks. So very, very blessed with lots of them out there to choose from. Joanne, I could go on forever on that one. Harold asks, is there a way to look on only for all-inclusive? Harold, great question. They have not added that on there. All I can tell you for our website is the all-inclusives we have that are mandatory are going to be on the Dominican, and they're going to be in Mexico. Those are the two areas that we do. If you want to go do your research, those are the ones in there. But it is something that Jackie's added to your list because we are getting that feedback. It's earlier to find. How do you get to Mexico? Well, you can under resort weeks. When you put in, just start typing Mexico in here. You're going to see it start defaulting, and you can do the country of Mexico. And then when it goes in there, you're going to.
Really quick, I did, Amy Powell, I think it is doing a training today at noon on understanding ways you can get paid. So she said she's doing a training today on like instant commissions with Profitagility, but she won't be recording it. So that is today at noon. If you guys want to join that, okay, here is the Zoom number for that. So for anybody looking to possibly do instant commissions, I just got that, and I'm sorry, but I can't read this. I'll get it out to you. She has it noon Pacific, so it's in within about an hour. I'll get that over to you. Or does it have to be paid in full? Again, guys, most of these, as I was talking about, right here, like you can add $340 in commission. So right here, you could sell this for $715, right? You just have to collect this to start with right here. Okay, $374. And then the commission can be paid in payments. Okay, this confirms it. This they can make in payments. Okay. Sierra, that's what I couldn't read the Zoom number. I have to try to figure it out because it's in a different font and I'm blind. So I'll figure that out and I'll post it in here. All right. I started to type it and it was wrong. Okay. So let me finish this really quick and then I'll share that with you.
See every resort that we have in Mexico. So take your time. Don't get impatient like I do. I start getting the Jeopardy music in my head because I'm still kind of a hyper person. Just start typing the first few letters and then it give you lots of options to choose from. Sherry said, once again, what is a dialogue we can use when advertising a property to keep it compliant? Thank you for asking that, Sherry. What you want to do when you advertise something is advertise a location. So if I was looking at this area, just looking at Mexico alone, I would be advertising Cabo. I have some great rates. See how this one has optional here? I have some great rates in Cabo that would allow you to add the all-inclusive or simply just enjoy the restaurants they had on an a la carte. I would use the pictures, and if you notice this says Reflect Crystal, that's because they recently just switched names. But if I was going over there, grab some pictures off. This is a great picture right here. Don't personally like that one that much, but I would do my research just to see the ones that are out there. You'll notice it kind of go through it. I love that picture. You guys choose what you want to advertise with the background and just say, I have some great rates. I just recently started having one. If you want to put, up in the Nueva Vallarta area, I got Mazatlan. Just say, contact me today. I have rates and I would look for the least expensive. I have rates as low as $374 for an entire week and going up, or however you want to word it. Once that gets their attention, they're like, yeah, I want to go to Mexico. My husband and I are looking at really going into we were thinking about Puerto Vallarta area. Well, then tell them all the resorts you have available in Nueva Vallarta and Puerto Vallarta. But it starts that dialogue to get you going. Elsie, great question. Is this being recorded? Again, yes, it is. If you would like a copy, please email Jackie Summers. She is your business development manager for Profitagility. And I'm going to get you her email right now. Please don't put it in the chat because we're going to lose the chat soon. Just shoot her an email right now. Hey, Jackie, we were on training. Can I get a copy of that training? And we'd be more than happy to send it to you. Let's see what else we got in here. What is the resort fee? Julie, good question. Depends on the resort. A lot of them on here, and if I'm trying to think off the top of my head, one that might have one. Let me look at Orlando. I believe there's a couple in Orlando. If I get the right one, I probably did the old Jeopardy music again. Let's see, go slow. Orlando, yes, here we go. Pulling it up. You'll notice, don't even have to hit search now. It's going to auto-populate. Looking at them on there, a lot of times you can just look at the description to see if it lists anything. Keep that in mind. Oh, this one does. Guests are subject to $10.95 per night per resort fee. So most of the time we do divulge that on there. Give your guys a disclaimer. And if you absolutely have to know and you don't see it and you're really, really concerned, just email Jackie. Let her know, hey, I'm going to book this. I just want to double check before I do. There's not a resort fee. She'll contact our inventory team and we'll be happy to provide that information for you. But most of the time, this is interesting. You don't find places that allow dogs and cats. So got to remember Westgate Town Center, one of the few that do. But we do give you that information on there. Now, can we still charge that commission separately? Patricia, absolutely. If you have your own ability to do that, when you go to that next page for Book Now, make sure you click down to 0, charge your client $469, and you charge your commission with your own. As long as you're able to explain why you got 2 separate charges, go for it. If you don't got the ability to charge that on your own, then add that commission, charge them that higher price, and then we'll send it to you in the circumstances in November. So that's always an option for you. Michelle, Tahiti Village is wonderful. I know I've stayed there many times. I love their lazy river. I hate it when I go on business though, because I don't get to enjoy it as much. They got a really nice spa too. And I believe it's a Denny's next door or something for that late night food when you want to have that milkshake.
again, whenever you're charging for stuff, you always want to compare, because if they go in and they see, oh, Marnie's charging 1,200, but right over here I can get it for 1,000. Why would I go with Marnie? So again, you always want to do your research, find that resort, apples to apples, make sure it's the same type of room, balcony, king bed, garden view, whatever it is, and the pricing. Okay. And then of course you always want to price lower, because if they go in and find it, they'll see that you're lower, and that's why they should go with you. Will we test after? No. Again, Tiffany, this is a different training than what I usually do. But I found out that Profitagility had a new website, and I thought it was great to try to get in and share with you guys. So this isn't our typical training that we usually do, where we take the test and get our certificate. We will be doing Ireland, though, on Saturday, where you will be doing the training and getting your certificate. So join me for that.
Grace, are the properties guaranteed for bookings? Yes, Grace. I just went through this with Jackie too. One of your fellow agents was booked. She found a great price at the WorldMark Las Vegas. Something happened. We didn't get down to it, but the owner, with their particular week they had, I don't know if there was construction. Something happened. We couldn't do it. So we informed her. We gave her 2 or 3 different options to choose from. Matter of fact, she ended up booking the Tahiti Village. But we do guarantee when we get options. Worst case scenario, you tell me you don't like our options, we would give you a refund at that time. But these are non-refundable. Please keep that in mind, guys. All of these are non-refundable weeks. So once it's booked, it's booked. Unless I tell you that I can't get you in that week and we're giving you a different option, that's the only time the circumstances would change where we would do something like that. Joanne, great. Oh, thanks, Joanne. I appreciate that. Harold, do you have weeks around the world, and if I had questions later, can I contact you or someone? Yes, Harold. Jackie Summers is your business development manager. I am the director of inventory and profile management. Generally, I'm over on finding those weeks with my staff to bring you guys lots of options. We load different weeks in daily, so you do see that change a lot. If you're looking for different weeks around the world, for example, you would kind of have to know the area. For example, I'm looking to go over to Spain. If I start typing in Spain, it will let me know I got some options in Spain. If I'm looking to go, for example, to Germany, and I start pulling it up and it says Germany, and I have nothing show up, I don't have any options. So just put the areas that you're looking to go, and we'll tell you whether or not there's options available at that time. Again, keep in mind, we do change all the time. Can you put in the amount prices starting at Sherry? Absolutely best way to do it. That's a great disclaimer, because then when they come to you and they say, well, I saw you advertise prices starting at 400 and I asked for this and you just told me at 600. Well, guess what? That 400 probably sold, and that's why you need to book today at 600, because prices are subject to availability, and book them as fast as you can. Let's see, got some good things here. We're not allowed to say the name of the resort. Monica, no, not to the general public. So you're not going to say, I have, let's go back to Orlando. What was one of them we had on there? We can't say to somebody that I got some great prices at Sheridan Vistana Resort. What you're going to say is, I have some fantastic prices at Orlando. Contact me today. And then you can divulge, oh, this is the one I stay at this weekend. It's a beautiful place to stay. You can walk across the street to the convention center. But just tell them the location. I have this, contact me, private messaging today for prices. Give me a call, spark that curiosity that's going to cause them to talk to you. Then you become the salesman and sell them what you want to sell them at the best rate that you have. Can we do the commission separately on PayPal? I'm going to mispronounce your name, so please forgive me. Is it Aris, I believe it is? I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I put my name down because mine's Tarron. People look at it and they call me Tehran, but it's Karen. Yes, you absolutely can, if you're able to explain that to them. If you want to tell them this is why you charge one that came from Advantage Services, which is the company our credit card's going to come from, versus one that came, on yours, go for it. Get your commission immediately, because these are non-refundable. Can you use the pictures, Vicki? Go for it. We'd love you to. Any large places in Florida where you are at? If you're talking about Orlando, Joanne, large ones, you're going to see a lot of 2 and 3 bedrooms that are out there. Matter of fact, if you want to search that way, you can actually put, you only want to look at the ones that sleep 8, and they're going to let you. I can tell you right here at the Grand Villas, when you get down, this unit did not do what I wanted to do. I clicked 6 and it gave me 4. Well, that's a kink that we'll be working out because, oh, maybe it took it off. Oh, maybe I'm not doing this right. Select none. Now I do 8. Let's see if this changes. Hopefully my math is working on here. So this one said this. I said 8. And magic, it worked that time. Again, we're just working through all the learning to enjoy this website ourselves, but you can kind of see the ones that they have. Let me see any other questions. Oh my God, Michelle, that's cool. The Spot Tahiti. I remember their Soleil Management owns them, so they're a great place and got some great people working there. Madeline wants to know my name and my title. Very happy to provide that. My name is Taryn Mezer. You'll find me under LinkedIn if you ever look me up with my dorky little picture. And I am the Director of Inventory. They give you these long titles. And Profile Management. Oh, sorry. I just changed my name. Portfolio. I like to
Okay, she just mentioned something about the credit card, what it'll show on.
I'll let you. I can tell you right here at the Grand Villas, when you get down, this unit did not do what I wanted to do. I clicked 6 and it gave me 4. Well, that's a kink that we'll be working out because, oh, maybe it took it off. Oh, maybe I'm not doing this right. Select none. Now I do 8. Let's see if this changes. Hopefully my math is working on here. So this one said this. I said 8. And magic, it worked that time. Again, we're just working through all the learning to enjoy this website ourselves, but you can kind of see the ones that they have. Let me see any other questions.
Thank you, Ladonna.
Oh my God, Michelle, that's cool. The Spot Tahiti. I remember their Soleil Management owns them, so they're a great place and got some great people working there. Madeline wants to know my name and my title. Very happy to provide that. My name is Taryn Mezer. You'll find me under LinkedIn if you ever look me up with my dorky little picture. And I am the Director of Inventory. They give you these long titles. And Profile Management. Oh, sorry. I just changed my name. Portfolio. I like to just say Inventory Manager because it's easier to say. But I am the Director of Inventory and Portfolio Management. If you want to know my official, if you look me up on LinkedIn. Let me see. Sorry, just joined, had to work. There's no refunds on resort weeks. Let's see, you got back, not happy, neither I am. Rose, if you got a problem, we're always happy to help you with that. I guess you're pretty mad because you're typing in caps. All you got to simply do is write Jackie.Summers@myprofitagility.com if you book something with us. Be more than happy to help you with that. Let's see, what else? Joanne, got to go teach. Great. Well, okay, Rose. Rose, let me put Jackie's email on there again. I always tease my grandkids because they type in all caps. I'm like, you're yelling at your name, and they're like, I'm not yelling. I left them on. I'm like, all right, sweetheart. Let's see. So here's Jackie. That is your business development manager. You ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to them. If another one, if you want activities, how do we book? That's a great question. Activities are booked directly at the resort. We don't offer them. You do have on your vendor, and I only know this because I'm familiar with your host agency. I know you have a vendor wall. Go look on your vendor wall and see if they have Viator or what different vendors you have that are available for activities. I do believe they have some options for you guys that would assist you on booking activities, transfers, things like that. You guys can have it on there. Let's see. You must find up above. What is the time between finding a property before it's taken? Sherry, that really depends. Properties come and go. People, if they book it, I can go on today and this resort could be here tomorrow, or somebody looking to go, because this is a really cool resort. The one at SeaWorld, I've actually stayed at this one too. My room is right up there because we face this pool. But if you find something you do, put that sense of urgency into your clients. Get them to book right away. Let them know that you have clients that have waited 4 or 5 days, and because these prices are so low, they book immediately. They're non-refundable. You want to encourage them. Because they're non-refundable, I encourage you guys, if your client's apprehensive about booking a non-refundable, you see those hotels all the time. when you go on the internet, Expedia, hotels.com, they have your non-refundable or less non-refundable or less expensive than refundable. Encourage travel insurance. I know on your vendor wall, you guys do have travel insurance. You can plug in how much the trip that they're paying for and it let you know. Give them a peace of mind. Just make sure that the reason that they're traveling is a covered reason. I just personally went through this with my in-laws that were doing a cruise for their 52nd anniversary. My father-in-law unfortunately got Parkinson's disease, and by the time they're getting ready to travel, he wasn't able to. But they had insurance. Got to submit a lot of paperwork, but they're getting their $6,000 trip back to them, so it's something for them to have. Let's see. Any other questions? Let me scroll up real. That answered that one. Julie, the fees that are listed to the left of the other price for the hotel room, they're marked out like 6 times, but it can show in the right margin. It's the actual cost of the room that is marked out. Not quite sure on this one. So let's see. If you're talking about hotel room that are marked out like 1,600, but it shows, oh, those are savings. So the general public price, we do look, and you can't look at every website out there. There's too many out there. They do flash sales and everything else, but we do ping our prices compared to a website out there. So when they were pinging it, the general public price is about $14.74. It's just letting you know. So if you're advertising, that's what the general publics are averaging. This is what our price is. Please still do your homework. As a travel agent, you always want to make sure that you know what they're out there. Don't take this for granted. Like I said, when you go to TripAdvisor, let's just show you guys real fast. For example, and I'll do the one they showed you because
This is almost done, and then
I
I'll run over
refer
what
to
the
my
training
clients
going
when
to
I
be,
was
and then
the
any other
travel
questions,
manager, when I was
guys.
a travel agent, and I was pricing something. I would always let them know, hey, I went out there, and let's just look at that Hilton SeaWorld. I would go find a particular one. I guess there's more of them out there than I thought. See, boy, I can't find this. Let me go into Orlando. You can look by locations. And then once I go into Orlando, let me hit search. I'm going to go into hotels. I'm going to, they want to know my location. So once I go into one of them, for example, oh, I don't want to go to Colorado. Why am I? Oh, because I was on Falcon Point. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just look at hotels in Orlando. Okay, now it's much better. Now let's start putting the Hilton. Ah, there we go. I just saw it pop up. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I'm typing. Told you guys I have Jeopardy music in my head. My husband teases me. So if I put this one out here, here's what I like. It tells you information about it. It gives you different pictures. Love the pictures because you got the ones the hotel did, and you got people ones. It gives you the reviews. This is what people are saying about it. You can read the reviews, the good, the bad, the ugly. This one loved it. This one loved it. There has to be one that hated it. There's always one. Here you go. We'll never stay again. Elevator leaked. I guess they're upset about elevator leaking. But everyone else is saying how much they love it. But here's my favorite part. Go do your comparisons. So if we were just looking, let's do apples to apples right now. This is going to travel November 10th for a week. You could actually go in, put in your prices, November 10th through the 17th, put how many people it sleeps, because the unit I'm looking at sleeps 8. I'm just going to put 6 because that's way too many people when I have 8. And that's another reason I love 2 bedrooms, because you get 2 bathrooms, and if you have teenagers, you can do it. But I can do it apples to apples to see what they're showing up. So you noticed right here, they're sold out of their 2 bedrooms. So if I went down to 4 kids, they probably show me 1 bedrooms. Let's see what's popping up on this one. Well, they might be sold out totally. Because if you notice, when we first went on, let's see if I can change the date and see if they have something. Let's just go in December. That's not a time a lot of them go because the kids are out of school. Let's just put a couple adults, a couple children. Let's see. I really want to show you guys how this works. Generally, they will show you all the different deals. Yep. See how it's booking.com Priceline? You're able to go over to these that they have, get the final price. If I was looking at for these dates, and I could see, here's the price, check the availability, make sure I'm doing an apples to apples. And I don't know if we had one for December. Nope, we don't. But if we did have an apples to apples, I would be able to kick. This is a studio, not even on that. Remember that price on that 2 bedroom was $600? This is a studio. If I hit reserve, and this is what's important to know when you're doing price comparisons, You want the final price with all taxes included, because these are excluded. They're not going to show you that until you get to the next page. So my final price is $1,247. This is in a studio unit for a week. Profitagility, looking at, this is Thanksgiving week in a 2-bedroom. I'm at $849. That is less expensive than someone who's staying in a studio. And this is a holiday week. So kind of gives you, if I could do an apples to apples, that's what I really would want to do, because then I could say to my client, go to booking.com. You'll see their final price for these
Yeah, I
dates
would
is
just research a
$1247.
couple different ones. TripAdvisor, Google.
It's a
because
great way
again,
for you guys
many
to show
people
the
use
savings
different
on there.
resources.
All right, got to wrap it up.
Out there.
Madeline asked how long to get the copy.
Again,
You'll get
watch
the
the
copy by
public
tomorrow.
price.
We'll get
That's
it
what you
probably
want
about
to
an
look
hour or
at
two.
compared to this.
Jackie is
And then
actually
what
in the Orlando
commission
area,
right
so
here
she's
you can
in East
add
Coast
to
right
it.
now.
Unless
She's
you do
probably
the instant
anxious
commission.
to hit that traffic to drive home. But she'll get that copy of it and email it to everybody in the morning. Matter of fact, sometimes she even reaches out to get any feedback from you guys. I got one person raising a hand, and I'm sorry, I'm not used to the hands. Nope, I guess it was done on that one, so we're still good. Well, great. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate your time today. Again, it's a lot to cover in an hour. If you have questions, Jackie loves to reach out and help you guys. Reach out to her. You will notice one last thing before you get off. If you ever wanted to know how to get a hold of us and you can't remember, I forgot what her email was and I forgot all that information, simply go to myprofitagility.com. When you log in, contact us is right there, and you can just send us an email to contact, or if you dial during the work hours, it will connect to us and we'll call you back if we are busy with another travel agent. If you call after hours and it's actually an emergency, for example, your client is at the front desk, they can't check in, you'll actually hear on our recording, you have reached the after hours answering service. If this is a check-in emergency, dial 8888, leave your name and number, and we call you back. We actually have managers on duty 7 days a week, after hours, and all day on the weekends to settle those. Please remember, this is only for emergencies. If you just have questions about bookings and things like that, that will have to be done during business hours. Well, great, guys. I appreciated the time you guys gave us tonight. You have asked some fantastic questions. Have a wonderful evening, and we're hoping to see some bookings coming for you guys on My Profitagility. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
All right. So hope you guys learned a lot on that. Again, it is a great resource. As I said, I use it all the time for myself. So definitely you guys want to, check it out, try it out. Here is the recording. I'll go ahead and put it in here so you guys can watch it. Save it. I will also have it put on my YouTube channel. Right here. So if you don't have my YouTube channel, please join it, and I post all my trainings here. Okay. The training for today on how to make money and possibly can't talk, sorry, hold on. The instant commission that Amy Powell is doing. Now, again, she may have it just for a team, but she did share it with me. So since we're doing this training today, she did provide it. So if you want to join, it's starting in a half hour. Right here, the Zoom number 269-953-5437. As you can see, I was like, what are these numbers? So again, why not learn any way you can to make money, right? And help people. The thing I just want to stress out is, again, when you're looking at doing postings and stuff for your clients, like mock bookings, etc., using Profitagility, you cannot put the name of the property. You'll want to put the price. You don't want to put your price, like I said, $138. Because again, just like with cruises, when we get free cruises, you can't say, oh, MSC gave us a free cruise. No, we got a cruise about the same price as pizza or something. We're not supposed to be sharing are travel agent discounts. You know, I can't say I got a free ticket to Disney because I'm a travel agent. Okay. Just we get amazing perks with the amusement parks, stuff like that. Okay. Because we could possibly lose access to those perks. Just like Marriott, guys, if you haven't used Marriott, I use, they're called Fantastic Rates. Amazing, amazing deals. We just went to Paris and London, got my hotel for $71 a night, $79 a night. We just booked 3 nights in New York, okay, with Marriott for $79 a night right before the cruise that we're doing for free with MSC. $150 a person for a 7-day cruise to the Bahamas. So definitely amazing deals. Let's take advantage of it. Get out there and travel, because again, as you're traveling, you're sharing on your Facebook page, on your Instagram, on your TikTok. Guys, look at this amazing ship. Look at this amazing hotel. Look, you know, and again, do your videos. I get on and do a lot of live videos. With Marriott and Disney, you do need a CLIA card or a IATAN card. Okay, IATAN you earn, CLIA you purchase. Okay, right now CLIA is not doing releasing tickets or their cards right now until November 10th. They'll be releasing the 2024 cards. Okay, so watch for that. They're regularly $119. We get them for $69 because Archer Travel is a platinum agency with them. Okay. The Zoom number, posted it up here. It is the 569. Okay, I'll pull it up again. Hold on. But as you see, yes, 2024 will be releasing their cards again, guys, and then you can download your printable card. This is my 2023. You do need this for your free Disney passes and or your Marriott. And again, you get amazing, amazing deals. Okay. Thank you, Rachel. So yes, right here, 269-953-5437 starts in about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to join that, find out how to make money in the travel industry. Okay. All right. So hope you guys learned a lot. Again, take advantage, get in, sign up with it, play around with it. Are there different types of CLIA? No, not different types of CLIA cards, but there are programs. And look, you get discounts on appliances, on computers, UPS. So lots and lots of stuff. But once you get in here, then you can get in and do the training. We started to do a training program where you can get accredited with them. Okay. So as you get 4 free classes each year, we've already done 4. So now we need to do another 4. Okay. So again, you'll have that information. So I need to join or renew. It'll probably say it's not available at this time, but it should be available. Somebody said they talked to them, and it'll be on the 10th. Okay. So watch for that. We will announce it. But I highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys get it. Okay. Because, you know, again, the discounts are just crazy. Okay. Anybody else have any questions or anything? Again, hope you learned a lot. If you want to jump off and get on that other training, you have about 20 minutes for that. Always stay plugged in, have fun. Tomorrow we're finishing up our celebrity cruise lines. I think we're doing our final test tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we are doing Ireland. So you guys want to learn about Ireland? Come meet us on Saturday. I do these Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Join me anytime. Again, if you can't make it, I will post it here on my YouTube channel. Okay. Otherwise, have an amazing day. Happy November. And again, thank you so much. I will be posting this recording on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out later. You've got the actual training also. And then as you go into these groups and stuff, guys, right here, the login and stuff, they usually will do live trainings and stuff. So once you sign up and register with them, you'll get notified of live trainings that they do. They usually do a 1 live training a month. That's what they were doing. So again, always jump on, and as I said, get in here, watch, you know, the difference, the little video here that didn't come up. Learn all the time. But as I said, right here, last minute deals, that's what I always look at, because it's like, where do I want to go? You know, maybe I want to go somewhere. I don't know, maybe not, you know, who knows? So, so I'm going to log in. Let me take a quick look, and I want to look at last minute deals here. And that's how I found Costa Rica. That's how I found Disney World. And again, $124. Okay. Right here, 124 for the entire week. Okay. What type of unit is it? Let's see. 1 bedroom, sleeps 4. Okay. Regularly $1,400, guys. Again, a savings of $1,355. Now, this is the commission you can add. Okay. So that's a cool deal. Sapphire, Guanacaste, how about Williamsburg, Virginia? You've got those history buffs. This would be a great one. 1 resort left, $124. This is our price. Total includes taxes and fees, guys. Missouri, Presidential Suite in Cabaret. Where's that at? $229. New Hampshire. Okay, anybody want to go to the mountains? Mountain Villa. That sounds kind of cool, right? Get up there, have a little campfire. Oh, good. Thank you, Monique. I hope you had fun. So again, you guys can use these pictures. Again, you don't want to put the name of the resort, but hey, look at this amazing resort I can get you guys. You know, look at a beautiful indoor pool. Wow, look at that. How fun is that, right? So again, always learn, but just like, you know, now, hey, you know what? Why don't we go to Vegas? Look, they have 2 nights for $230 for the week. You can't beat that, right? Again, you know, what do you do at the hotel? Usually you sleep, right? So who cares if it's not a fancy one? It's Dean Martin, so it's right off the strip, okay? Tells you everything here. Again, read the information. Regularly, almost $1,600 for the 7 nights, and you get it for $200. This is our price. And then again, you can add commission. Okay. So just kind of wanted to share, play around with it. And somebody was asking, how do you know if they have a kitchen? Well, this one shows it has a kitchen. Okay. It has a microwave, washer and dryer. Wow. How nice is that, right? For a hotel room in Vegas, let's go, right? Look at it right here. There's your kitchen. So that's how you tell what it is. Again, that's some of the amenities that you can share. So you share the pictures, and then you share like information here. Again, is there any resort fees and stuff? You always want to double check that. Okay. All right. Again, right here, I understand if additional fees, parking, resort fees, etc. Let me know. Okay. Let them know. All right, guys. So have an amazing day. Again, who's ever finishing up Celebrity with me, I'll see you tomorrow. Otherwise, join us to learn about Ireland. It's a brand new one. Again, what we do is we'll watch the video, or not watch the video. We'll talk, we'll do the training, and then we do a test afterwards. So that's always fun, because when you do it as a group, we all learn together. Okay. All right. Have an amazing day. What we say is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And again, if we don't see at the beaches, the world will see at the bank. All right. Hope you learned a lot. Hope you get on this next training, learn how to make money, and let's kill it, guys. Let's get people on vacation. You guys get out there and get on vacation. Okay. You can do it on a budget, on a discount. You know, again, as a travel agent, we get amazing deals. Okay. All right. If you missed that also, I do have it posted. Where did I post it at? I did a training on the perks. So if you guys didn't get to see that, did I put it as featured? Let me see really quick. Don't forget, if you're a team builder, we have a promotion going on there. This is our certificate workshops. If you guys want to do it, the links are here. So if you want to join Ireland, go in and register. Okay. But yeah, I know I put the perks training in here. I thought, again, here's CLIA information. So, so anyway, I don't know where it's at right now, but if you want that training, let me know. It has just one that I did on a Sunday night corporate call, where we talked about all the perks that we get as agents. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.